I know that 2 coffees was a bad idea today, but I just could not stop myself. Can't stop me, can't stop me. Also remember back in 2019 when I was like, I'm not doing book hauls anymore, and now we're here. What has happened? We're in 2021 now, and we're back, and I don't know how I feel about it. Anyway, what up, reader fam? Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm bringing you an unboxing and book haul. Holla, 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 holla. Today's video is being sponsored by Wattpad and Simon Teen, and I'm gonna be unboxing it up today and hauling it up today. Today, Junior. At least this isn't as intense as my last book haul, okay? Like, it's a little bit more chill, but there's still some intensity. Like, there's still quite a bit here. There's still a lot. Realistically, I'm like, yeah, this isn't as big as my last book haul, but like, it's still pretty big. It's still a pretty big boy. I'm a big boy now. Let's stop dilly-dallying here. Let's get to it. The first book I have here is Homewrecker. I feel like I hear that title and I'm like, uh-oh. Because Homewrecker is obviously associated with somebody coming into a house and breaking it up. Not like the structure of the house, but like coming in with a bat and smashing that family structure. Pow, pow, pow. That's not the case with this book, though. It's a young adult thriller, killer. We follow Bronwyn, who is one day waiting outside school, waiting for her mom to come and pick her up, but her mom never shows, just like she never does. When Bronwyn finally makes her way back to the trailer, a tornado comes rolling through town. This author is really putting Bronwyn in a hard knock life situation. Talk about a literal series of unfortunate events. Her mom ends up not surviving the incident, and so Bronwyn must move in with her father, who's been out of her life practically her whole life. It's when she begins to work herself into this new life that she finds out that her mom might not have been in fact killed by the tornado, but that her mom was murdered. The power this book potentially has. Dear God, please unlock the power of this book and blow me away like a freaking tornado. I genuinely can see this book being so good, and I'm sure it's gonna be a wreck with how much drama is gonna be broken down throughout it. But I'm excited to see how all the pieces of the wreckage come back together, and both see how Bronwyn finds healing, and also seeing how the mystery is unraveled. I love me a good murder mystery moment. If it wasn't the tornado who killed her mother, then who done it? I gotta know. I gotta find out. My bet's on the daddy. I'm just saying. I know nothing about the daddy, but I'm sus of him. I love me a dark contemporary story, and I feel like it's been a minute since I've read one, so it's time for it to be the minute that I read one. That kind of confused me, whatever I just said, but hopefully it made sense. It's got lots of family drama, it explores identity and class, and of course, there's a hint of romance. It's a YA contemporary story. You gotta have that hint of romance. I'm looking forward to twirling my way into this one. Not me continuing to try to work elements of a tornado into me talking about this book. Twirling isn't even that great of a word. Let's go with I can't wait to storm my way into it. There we go. That fit like a glove. Homewrecker is in stores now if you want to check it out. Moving on, we've got this box. I'm pretty sure this is one of those boxes where there's only one book in it, but it's a huge box. These are some weak scissors, weaker than me, and that's saying something, because I'm a weak boy. Oh, wow, the box came with a scarf. I love it. I just knocked over a book. My bad, Homewrecker. I wrecked you. I'm sorry, I'll give you a hug and a kiss. The book in here is The Lucky List. She's so lucky. This is another sad contemporary story. Sad contemporary for a sad boy. Sad boy hours all day, every day over here. What can you do to help a sad boy? Give them a sad book so they can stay in sad territory. This story follows a girl named Emily whose mother has passed away due to cancer. It's the summer before her senior year, and not only is she dealing with that situation, but she's also wrecked things with her boyfriend. Her dad is selling the house that she grew up in, including her mother's belongings. As someone who is hecka sentimental, I hurt for Emily. Like, that would kill me. I still have a fortune cookie wrapper from when I had Chinese at my grandma's house when I was like 12. I know I'm a mess. At least I own it. Her and her dad have moved for a fresh start, and the only person Emily feels comfortable confiding in is this girl named Blake. When Emily comes across a list that her mom made of things that she wanted to do her senior year, her mom's senior year, Emily and Blake take on the challenge of completing everything on her mom's bucket list in order to feel some kind of connection to her mother again. I love this concept. It's like a mixture of heartbreaking but also wholesomeness. I know it's kind of like, how can a heartbreaking book be wholesome at the same time? But just the idea of her wanting to be closer to her mom and her finding this bucket list and doing everything on the bucket list, like, it's hitting in the feels. It's hitting really different. Just hearing the concept is having me feel both emo and happy. Screw sad boy hours. It's emo happy boy hours. Who wants to join me in that? Bask in the emo happiness. That sounds kind of twisted, not gonna lie. This is actually the Booksplosion book of the month for the month of July, which I know is like so far away. Like, can't even see July. Don't even want to think about July. Actually, now that I think about it, like, no thank you. It is May. May. Time is moving way too fast. I hate that it's already May, but hey, you've got plenty of time to pick this book up and read it with us if you want to join us. The book is dropping on June 10th, and also I forgot to mention that this is written by one of the authors that co-wrote 5 Feet Apart, so if you like that book, you might like this one. Next up, we're doing the illumi box, which as you can see is already opened because I started to open it not thinking that like I film unboxing videos. I only saw the top part of it, but I was like, what am I doing? If you didn't know, I'm a rep for illumi. illumi is a monthly bookish subscription box. You can get 5% off your order using the code Jesse5. I will leave a link down below to their website in the description. You can go and check them out. They're my favorite subscription box in the business because they kill it every time, like literally kill it, slay it, do the dang thing. This is the April box and the theme is Dearly Departed. So what that's telling me is death. First thing I'm seeing in here is this little tote bag moment. Love me a tote bag moment. This is like a baby tote bag. It's an itty bitty tote for an itty bitty boy. I really love the design work on this. This is a style that I like to call beauty mess. A beautiful mess. Like it's beautiful, but it's chaotic. There's a lot going on. There's a party on the tote. It's definitely inspired by a J. Kristoff book, which I'm not gonna lie, I have some weird feelings about J. Kristoff right now. If you wanna know, Google it. I'm not gonna get into it. And it says on it, too many books, too few centuries. Even though I'm feeling iffy about J. Kristoff, I can still appreciate the beautifulness of this, and I will definitely use it to carry some books. Next up, I'm seeing these magnets, which I can already tell you which book these are from because it has such a distinct aesthetic, and that is Gideon the Ninth, that series. Bloom, Mistress, and Griddle magnets. For some reason, I've avoided this series, and I can't tell you if it's because of my commitment issues, or if I'm just not sold on the concept yet. So if you've read the book, you loved it, then sell me on the concept, sell me on the book, if you love the book. Or if you didn't like the book, then tell me why you think I wouldn't like it. I'm always open to all the opinions. I might see if my library has them because I need to utilize my library more often. It's a problem. Instead of just being like, a book I want to try out, charge, and then looking at my bank account and being like, how did this happen? Like, bruh, wake up. Next up, I'm seeing, whoa, I could have flung that and broke it right up. This little mason jar cup thing. Remember when it became like such a big trend to use mason jars as glasses? Like, I know it's still a thing, but there was a time when it was like a booming trend. Ba-boom! It says on it Jack Restaurant, which I think I'm probably pronouncing it not the correct way, but like Jacques, maybe? I can already tell this is a reference to a book that I have not read. Love that for me. Love not being in the know. That's why we got the cheat sheet to save the day. Come through, cheat sheet. This is inspired by The Beautiful. Yeah, a book I haven't read. Oop, I've avoided that book because vampires. Do I have the book? Yes. The reason I have it is because I want to give it a chance. I just personally need to drop the stigma surrounding vampires, okay? I get it. They're not all of the sparkly variety. I get it. Have any of you read The Beautiful? Let me know down below in the comments your thoughts on it. Let me know your thoughts. Oh, I'm obnoxious. At least I'm self-aware. Next, I'm seeing this little keychain. I feel like the theme of this box is itty bitty. This is a sickle key ring and it's inspired by Dread Nation and it has a quote on it from Dread Nation. It says on it, it's so small, I ain't waiting for an opportunity, I'm making one. That's a solid quote, actually. Screw waiting for an opportunity. Make an opportunity for yourself. Sickle your way into an opportunity. Sickle your way into an... You get what I'm saying. Next up, we got this little box. I bet I can guess what this is. They do these book pots every few boxes. I'm pretty sure this is one of them. Bullseye. Got it right. Got it tight. Gotta get that bubble pop electric. Ah, yeah, satisfying. I'm loving the Reddits like punching my eyes with intensity. It says on the front, Book of the Dead, and on the back it says, discover the ancient secrets of the underworld. This has got kind of an Egyptian feeling to it, and I'm really into it. I really like it. Yeah. Next up, I'm seeing the book, which is the best part, and it's a book that I have been dying to get my hands on, actually. It's in the Ravenous Stark. I'm gonna unwrap it. I just saw a detail that has me a little shook, like shook it to the core. Shake me up. I feel like my soul just left my body when I saw it. Look at the sprayed edges. This might be my favorite they've ever done. It's literally too good. It's literally beautiful. It's literally a masterpiece. I'm gonna stop saying literally. Not only is this cover beautiful, but like that, I'm here for that. Inside of it, there's this beautiful art print with a letter from the author on the inside. And oh my gosh, the end pages have incredible art. What the heck? I am quite literally blown away. And I'm so excited that this is the book that's in the box because I've been highly anticipating this one. I've been wanting to read it so bad and it's finally in my hands. I can read it up. It says on the back, she loves a princess, she's bound to a warrior, she must betray them both. Now that's great and all, and that does kind of sell you on the book, but what sold me on this book is the blurb on Goodreads, which I'm gonna read to you because it sold me. The second I read it, I was like, cha-ching, 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 bada bing, bing, bing. It says, a pansexual blood mage reluctantly teams up with an undead spirit to start a rebellion among the living and the dead. I need it, I got it, I want it, it's mine. Next up in here, I'm seeing these bookmarks, and I believe these are the characters from the book. We've got Rovin, Lydia, Iverlos, and Jaffa. And finally, the last thing in the box is the pin. Each month they do a pin that is inspired by the book, so let's find out what this pin looks like. I'm sure it's gonna be beautiful because the book itself is beautiful. Ooh, okay, I'm into this. It's like a little like skull made out of flowers. I really like it. It's like hardcore, but make it cute. That was another solid Illumicrate box. Again, I will leave more information on Illumicrate down below in the description. Next up, we're going for this blue box. I believe this is from Tor. Let's go, flimsy scissors. Don't give up on me now. What did I just do? My scissors really said, the splits, I can go beyond that. We got a couple notes in here, some press releases that I honestly never read. Does that make me a bad person? Probably. Oh, wow, we got some goodies in here. Okay. I don't even know what the book is, so like it's gonna be a surprise to me, but there's this little pin in here. Oh wait, the book is A Spindle Splintered. I haven't heard of it, but I'm excited to find out what it's about. Okay, so it's got this pin in here, and it's really detailed and beautiful. I love that, that's so great. Then we've got a little signed book plate that I can put in the book. That's so nice. The book is wrapped so nicely, but before we open the book, there's this little art print inside. Dang, this is such a nice book box. I'm impressed. Consider me impressed. I really love this art too. It's like a girl falling. There's some blood being shed. There's a girl on a bed, Sleeping Beauty maybe, mayhaps, I don't know. This is so nicely wrapped that I don't even want to break into it, but I'm gonna break into it. I wish I didn't have to because it's so nice. It's like so thoughtfully wrapped, you know? Okay, so again, the book is A Spindle Splintered. This is an arc. The book comes out in October. Let me read up on what it's all about. Basically, this book follows Zinnia Gray. It's her 21st birthday and her last birthday that she'll ever have. When she was a kid, an industrial accident left her with a rare condition, and everyone who's had it hasn't lived past 21. Wow, we're back in the sad boy hours territory. Fill up my sad boy tank. Her best friend Charm is going to do everything they can to make it her best birthday yet. So she plans a Sleeping Beauty themed birthday party with a full-on tower and a spinning wheel. So like I was kind of dead on with that Sleeping Beauty bit. But when Zinnia pricks her finger, which is like this bloodshed happening up here on the cover, she is flung into an alternate world where there is another Sleeping Beauty who is trying to escape her fate. What in the heavens though? This sounds dope. It's kind of a retelling-ish, which y'all know I'm not really riding out the waves of retellings right now, but I might be down for this one because it's not like a typical retelling. And what's a typical retelling, you might ask? A retelling of Beauty and the Beast, a retelling of Cinderella. Because we've been there, we've done that. I don't know that I've ever read a Sleeping Beauty retelling, so I'm into it. Also, it's got stunning illustrations throughout it. I'm into this vibe. I want to vibe it out with this book. I'm gonna give this a go for sure. Next. Ow, I just hit myself in the head. Not the first time and definitely not the last time. I believe Penguin sent this to me. These are always so awkward to open. We got the book. The book is Switch by A.S. King. This book has a focus on the effects of isolation, and that has me really intrigued as most of us spent our 2020 inside, away from humans and away from social situations. And I do wonder how that has affected us and how that will affect us moving forward. I'm only halfway vaccinated, so I'm not fully back into the world. I'm not fully back into social situations, and I'm still a little hesitant in getting back to it, but I'm already socially awkward. And I can only imagine that I'm going to be like 10 times more awkward in social situations moving forward. Now that I've spent a year practically talking to no one, nobody, I love knowing that I've got many awkward moments locked and loaded into my future. Can't wait to have those moments keep me up at night, because I know that they will. Really looking forward to it. This book takes place in a version of our world where time has stopped. And it's been nearly a year of the same day over and over and over again. That day being June 23rd, 2020 on repeat. Why couldn't it have been June 24th? That would have been my birthday over and over and over again. I wouldn't be mad at that. Cake all day, every day, okay. The adults are leaving it in the hands of the teenagers to figure it out. Sounds about right. Adults make a mess and expect the kiddos to clean it up. We follow Truda, who knows of this switch in her house, but she's unsure of what it does. And she's going to flip it and see what happens. Watch it just be a light switch. How anticlimactic would that be? It sounds fascinating, darling. Can't wait to read it, darling. Going to eat it up, my darling. Where did that even come from? Am I okay? I am not okay. It's okay not to be okay. Next up, we got this box. I believe this is from Simon Teen. I could be wrong, not 100% sure, but let's find out together. Chop, chop. Okay, it's a hardcover of Take Me Home Tonight. I talked about this book in my last book haul, which I am obsessed with the back of this cover. It just has a huge dog on the back. I'm into it. I'll be brief in talking about this one since I talked about it in my last book haul. This book has a focus on friendship, which is why I'm even excited to get to it, because I love books that kind of just dissect friendships. We follow Kat and Stevie, who one night sneak away to New York City for a little getaway, and at first they're like, yeah, it's gonna be the best, but they don't realize it's going to have a big impact on their friendship. They end up having this big falling out, and we follow them as they begin to try and mend that friendship. Will they be able to mend it, or is it too far down the gutter to revive it? Find out and Take Me Home Tonight. I always have to take things too far. Puppy! Next up, I ordered a book from the book depository. Oh! Oh, I did it! And I whacked myself in the face once again. The book I got is Lonely Castle in the Mirror. This is a Japanese translated book, and it has a modern fairy tale feel to it, which is why I was intrigued and why I had to have it right away. In this book, we follow 7 teenagers who wake up one day to their mirrors in their rooms shining. Shining, shimmering, splendid. Next thing they know, they're pulled into this wondrous castle full of enchantment. In this castle, each of them are competing to find a room where one of them will have their wish granted. The thing is, they must find this room by 5 o'clock, otherwise they will be punished. What is their punishment? I have no idea. I haven't read the book yet, but once I read it, I will tell you, except I will not tell you because that is a spoiler and I will not spoil the book for you. Nuh-uh. This was an auto-buy moment for me. Like the second I read the description, I was like, yes, I need you in my life. Now I have you in my life. I've already been wanting to read more translated fiction, and this one just pulled me in with the description, with that synopsis. Just like the kids were pulled into the castle, I was pulled into the synopsis. I'm really excited to get to this one. Next up, we've got this package, which is from Source Books. Let's find out what's inside. I have no idea what this book could be. Chop, 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 chop. The Nature of Witches by Rachel Griffin. Ooh, ah. Love a witch book. Would never say no to a witch book. In this book, we follow a witch, which, you know, no duh. Her rare magic is tied to every season. And each season it becomes something different. And so we just kind of follow her on her journey of using her powers. And obviously there's a lot more to the plot. I'm not really sure what that is though, but it definitely sounds interesting. I'm intrigued enough to give it a try and see how I feel about it. Excuse me. They could have just like ditched this and just had this be the book because this is beautiful. Like I might end up just ditching the book sleeve because this is too good. Last up, I got a book off of Amazon. Last book I got is I Will Judge You by Your Bookshelf by Grant Snyder. I actually found out about this book after doing my last reacting to book memes video because a lot of his illustrations started popping up and I was like, I gotta Google this guy. I gotta find out who he is, and I found out that a lot of the illustrations come from this book. And this is one of those books where it like attacks you. If you're a reader, this book will attack you. And it's just a fun and quirky book about being a reader. I just love the reader humor. I'm here for it. I love being attacked. Who doesn't love being attacked? The last thing in the package is these book darts that I'm still buying and using. I don't know if any of you followed the series that I did a few years back where I tested reader products, but this is a product that I still use today. They're these book darts that are essentially the same thing as tabs, but they're just made out of metal, and I just prefer these to the colored tabs. Anyway, that's it for this unboxing and book haul. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. Let me know down below in the comments if you have read any of these books and what your thoughts are on them. I always love hearing your thoughts on books. If you haven't read any of these books though, then just let me know down below in the comments a book that you've read recently that you loved, because I need some book love to motivate me to find more books that I love and to motivate me just to read, because the way to get book love is to read books. If you want love from books, you gotta give them love. Anyway, where am I going with this side point? That's it for this video. If you like this video, be sure to go and hit that like button. If you want to see more bookish content from me, be sure to go and hit subscribe or go and hit that bell icon and you'll be notified every time I post new videos. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope your day is bright, that tomorrow is brighter. Keep reading what your heart desires, and I will see you soon with a new video. Bye-o! Do I want a third cup of coffee, or is 2 good enough? That is always the question. Maybe I should finish my second one before I make the decision. That'd be smart.